We are considering marital failure, and the question here is, who is the cause and who is responsible for marital failure? That is the question we want to trash out in this series. Who is the cause and who is responsible for marital failure? So marital failure can be attributed to various factors, and it's often a combination of individual and shared responsibility. Here is a detailed explanation of the causes and responsibility for marital failure. The first one is individual responsibility. Individual responsibilities. 1. Husband responsibility. The husband has a significant role in maintaining a healthy marriage. He is responsible for loving, honoring, and cherishing his wife. This is one of the basic responsibilities of the husband: to love, to honor, and cherish his wife. When the husband is not loving the wife enough, or is not playing his role as expected in showing love and demonstrating love to the wife, this can lead to marital failure. This can lead to marital failure. And if the husband fails to honor his wife as requested and as recommended by the scriptures or the word of God, then the marriage is bound to encounter a kind of failure, and the fault can be attributed to the husband because he fails to love and to honor his wife. And the Bible says the husband should cherish his wife, that is, appreciate the wife, reference the wife beyond any other person. So this is basically the role of the husband: loving the wife in action, in behavior, in everything that he does, honoring the wife and cherishing the wife in every situation, despite shortcomings and probably our own side effects. So he must show love to her unconditionally, honor her opinion, honor her suggestion, honor her as her idea as well, and cherish her beyond every other person. So when the husband fails to do this, then this can lead to marital failure, and that blame may go to the man. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25 to 33. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25 to 23. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. The wife's responsibility. The wife also has a vital role in maintaining a healthy marriage. She is responsible for respecting, supporting, and loving her husband. And not only that, submitting to the will of the husband. So when the wife fails to submit to the husband physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, then this can lead to failure or marital failure. And that can be blamed on the wife when she fails to play her own role effectively and efficiently. So she will have to bear the blame. That the Bible also said that the role of the husband or the wife is to respect the husband. So the wife must respect the opinion of the husband, the idea of the husband, and the command of the husband in the Lord must be respected. But in a situation whereby the woman feels that after all she is financially buoyant than the man, and feel that she cannot respect or honor the husband, then there will be there's tendency for that family or that marriage to fail. And if she fails to also support the husband financially, spiritually, physically, the old wife must support the husband. So if this is not forthcoming, then it can also lead to marital failure. And also the wife should also love her husband in every situation. So she is expected to also demonstrate love without unconditionally. Unconditional love to the husband. She must love the husband unconditionally. So if she fails in this responsibility, she can be responsible for the failure of their marriage. So the husband has his role to play, the wife has his role to play. Where any of them now violates this law or fail to comply with this responsibility, such may be responsible for the failure of the marriage. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22 to 24, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 6. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 6. Now there are also the shared responsibility of both of them now. It can be both of them, the responsibility that both of them are expected to carry out. Number one, when there's lack of communication between the parties, poor communication is a significant contribution to marital failure. Couples must make time to communicate effectively, listening actively, and speaking lovingly. So when the couples fail to keep a very good communication link between both of them, this can lead to marital failure. So couple must make time, they must create time to communicate effectively. Not only that, both of them must learn to listen actively to the suggestion, to the idea, and to the opinion of the other party. And not only that, both of them must speak lovingly to each other in their suggestion, in their idea, in everything that they do. It must be done in love, and must be done constructively, not destructively. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 to 32. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29 to 32. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 32. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 32. Number two is unrealistic expectation. Having unrealistic expectation can lead to disappointment, frustration, and conflict. Couples must work together to establish realistic expectation, understand each other's needs. So couples must work together as a team. The husband and the wife must cooperate together and must plan together, and they must work together towards achieving the plan that they have ahead. So they must both work together to achieve their goals and aspirations for their family. So couple must work together to establish realistic expectation, and where the expectation is not realized, then they must sit back and check what happened and how to amend and to adjust their way again, and life must continue. So both of them must understand each other's needs at every point in time. They must understand the need of each other physically, spiritually, emotionally, and must be ready to meet it and to satisfy each other. So unrealistic expectation can lead to disappointment, frustration, and conflict. So both of them must avoid this in marriage as they work together as a team. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 28. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 28. Matthew chapter 5 verse 37 to 42. Matthew chapter 5 verse 37 to 42. Number 3 is lack of intimacy and emotional connection. Lack of intimacy and emotional connection. When there is no intimacy between the two of them, the lack of intimacy and emotional connection can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. So when there is no intimacy between the husband and the wife, there will be room, there will be vacuum, and the partner will be feeling there will be a feeling of isolation and disconnection. So there will be a feeling of isolation and disconnection. So, and that couple will actually not be will not be able to cope with the situation and may not be able to cope with the situation. So, and that can lead to marital failure. So there should be strong intimacy, and the couple must learn to work together and must be intimate, and there should not be emotional disconnection. So emotionally, they must be connected together. They must be connected together. And that feeling of isolation must not be there. So there should not be disconnection between the two of them. So they must create time to connect with each other physically, spiritually, emotionally, in everything. They must be connected. Couples must prioritize quality time together, engaging in activities that promote emotional intimacy. So they must be highly engaged in activities, events that will promote emotional intimacy between them, that will strengthen and encourage emotional intimacy between them. Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 3 to 5, 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 3 to 5. Number 4 is Number 4 is financial stress. Financial stress and mismanagement can lead to marital failure. Financial stress and mismanagement can lead to marital failure. Financial stress and mismanagement can put significant pressure on a marriage. Couple must work together to establish a budget, manage debt, and build a stable financial future. So, couples must work against financial embarrassment. They must not give room to financial embarrassment, and they must avoid financial stress at any level. When they both or either of them fail to play its active role in maintaining a very stable financial position and managing what they have, this can lead to pressure on the marriage. And so couple must work together. They must establish a budget. They must have a yearly budget, monthly budget, weekly budget, and daily budget, and they must manage their debts. What they have, their income must be managed, and they should avoid, if possible, borrowing from people or going into loans, and build a stable financial future for their family. They must build a stable future for their family. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 7. Proverbs 22 verse 7. So let's see for us to also look at some biblical principle for a healthy marriage. Love and respect. Both of them must love and respect each other. Communication and conflict resolution. They must communicate effectively and resolve conflicts as early as possible and as quickly as possible. Trust and faithfulness. They must live a life of trust and faithfulness to one another, and mutual support and encouragement. Both of them must actually support each other and encourage one another in every situation. Now let's look at some example from the scriptures. Example from the scripture, the story of Adam and Eve. The story of Adam and Eve illustrates the importance of communication, trust, and mutual respect in a marriage. So we could see communication there, trust on each other, and mutual respect in that marriage. So that was very prominent in the life of Adam and Eve in that Genesis chapter 2 verse 24 and Genesis chapter 3 verse 1 to 7. Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, Genesis chapter 3 verse 1 to 7. Then another story is the story of Abraham and Sarah. The story of Abraham and Sarah illustrates the importance of trust, faithfulness, and mutual support in marriage as well. So that we can see in Genesis chapter 11 verse 27 to 32, Genesis chapter 11 verse 27 to 32, and Genesis chapter 16 verse 1 to 6. We could see that their own family, we could illustrate the importance of trust. Both of them trust themselves, and faithfulness in everything to each other, and mutual support in everything. And the story of Jesus Christ and the Pharisees, the story of Jesus and the Pharisees illustrate the importance of love, respect, and humility in a marriage. So that is also very, very prominent and very, very important in a marriage. It's also very important in marriage. So in conclusion, marital failure is often the result of a combination of individual and shared responsibility. By understanding and applying all these biblical principles for a healthy marriage, couples can build a strong and fulfilling relationship that honors God. So in summary, we have looked at marital failure, who is to be blamed. Marital failure, who is to be blamed. And we look at it that the individual have their responsibility. We have looked at the responsibility of the husband, that he must love, he must honor, and must cherish his wife. We have also looked at the wife, and that when the man fails to love and honor and cherish the wife, this can lead to marital failure. Also, we have looked at the wife, that she must also be or submissive to the husband, and must respect and support and love the husband. And where she failed to submit to the husband, and failed to respect and to support the husband, and failed to love the husband, this can lead to marital failure. We also look at the responsibility of both of them, that lack of communication in marriage can lead to marital failure. So both family must engage in active communication, effective communication, listening actively and speaking lovingly to one another. We also looked at unrealistic expectation as some of the causes of marital failure. So that when there is an unrealistic expectation, can lead to disappointment, frustration, and conflict. So couple must work together to establish realistic expectation and understand each other's needs and opinion. Also, lack of intimacy and emotional connection can also lead to marital failure. So as such, couples must prioritize quality time together, engaging in activities that will promote emotional intimacy between them. We'll also look at the fact that financial stress and mismanagement can also lead to marital failure. So as such, couples must work together to establish a budget, a manageable debt, and build a stable financial future for their family. So all these are some of the things that can help us to overcome marital failure. Also, we also look at the fact that it is important for couples to obey the principle of a healthy marriage to overcome marital failure. There we talked about love and respect for each other, communication and conflict resolution, that there must be good communication and conflict resolution, trust and faithfulness in that marriage, very crucial, and mutual support and encouragement to one another. So both of them must support each other and they must learn to encourage one another. So in conclusion, I would like to ask this question, that who is majorly responsible for marital failure? Who is majorly responsible for marital failure? Please do well to put down your opinion in the comment section. Who is majorly responsible for marital failure? Is it the husband or the wife? Let's know your opinion, and I'll be glad if you can just drop your opinion on the comment section. Who is majorly responsible for marital failure? Is it the husband or the wife? Let's know. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you.